Hi, welcome to Gear Garage. My name is Zach, and this is my show about whitewater stuff. And today I want to talk about Hyperlite Backpacks. They're a really cool company, and I really like the packs. And it's something that I found for our trips on the Chetco River. And the Chetco is a river that was pioneered by this guy, Alan Wilson, who was a longtime Grand Canyon guide who moved to Brookings, Oregon to start running these really cool low water trips in the Kamyopsis Wilderness. And he did up through the Biscuit Fire. The Biscuit Fire is a big fire that ran through the whole Chetco drainage in 2002, and he stopped then. And with his permit to do it, it's a 10-mile hike to get in typically. And with his permit, he had the ability to use pack animals. And when I got a permit, I wasn't allowed to have pack animals. So I had to figure out how to pack in boating gear for everybody and overnight gear for a 5-day trip on our backs and keep it light. And so I figured out how to basically count ounces. You know, look at how much everything weighs, make everything work together so that we can pack all this equipment down 10 miles and then paddle for 4 days with everything. And you know, when you look at the weight of things, the weight of a pack is actually a pretty big deal. Like, packs weigh more than you would think. You know, also when I travel internationally, the weight, you have 50 pounds to travel with. So if you have a 49-pound raft, it'll fit, except when you put it in a 5-pound bag, it's overweight. And so even the weight of duffel bags is significant. And Hyperlite is a company that's based in Maine. I've sort of researched them a bit, learned about them, and they've kind of found this Dyneema fabric, and this is pretty high-tech new stuff, and they make everything with it. I think it's called Cuban fiber Dyneema fabric. Whatever it is, it's just really thin and impossibly light. And at first it seems like an awkward fabric. It almost seems like paper. And you wouldn't believe that it's durable, but it's, for its weight, crazy durable. And even compared to other fabrics, it's incredibly durable. I put this little pack through the test, and it's amazing how hard I beat on it, and it's still in good shape. And so they make really nice products out of Dyneema fabric, and more people are making things out of this fabric, or like whatever it is, Cuban or Dyneema, whatever it is. But beyond just making it out of this like kind of space-age new fabric, they're just making really well thought out products. And that's kind of what I want to share with y'all today, are just some of the really thoughtful innovations that they've done to packs, or just small things. So first of all, with these Dyneema packs, they're pretty simple. There's no extra pouches for things. It's basically just a big stuffed sack for gear. You know, so a lot of times you just need to shove stuff in. You don't need a bunch of pockets and zippers and water bottle hangers everywhere. This is more just like shove your things in here and be ready to go. There is a little pocket in here just to carry, like, you know, simple things. Like I'll put maps in here typically, or you know, a few random things. They'll zip. It's a little zipper pouch, but that's pretty much it. They do sell some accessories that go on the outside that you can use to put things inside. I've chosen to buy them with Simple Pack, which is these daisy chains on the outside, because I like to tie my inflatable kayaks on the outside. They do make some accessories for the outside. And basically just things go in here, and it's just a roll top closure. A lot of us boaters know how this works because it's like a dry bag that's intended to tie down to the sides. And once gear is in there and things are tied down to their sides, there's also a little loop over the top. It's just a well-balanced pack. And I'm wearing, this is a 2400, I believe. It's a smaller day pack. This is the 4400, a little bit bigger pack. And they're both the same design. Just one detail that I really appreciate that they did was, instead of zipping it down to the sides, they put different buckles. This is just such a thoughtful little detail. I love it so much. They put the male and female here, so you could also just do that for easy access and just let these hang. You know, you may not need that, but the fact that they thought about that really shows the thoughtfulness that they put into these packs. Another thing too is right up here, it's really nice to have this whatever these are called. It keeps the chest harness or whatever. But this is a whistle buckle. You know, it's just a little detail. It's orange, so you can notice it, and you can blow a whistle. I really like that. And for me, these packs are pretty dry. Actually, they've seam sealed most of the seams in here, so you could take these packs, pack stuff in, and then I put these in the back of our inflatable kayaks, which they fit perfectly in the back of an inflatable kayak to become like a seat or a foot pad. I did a separate video about these packs working well with kayaks that you can watch. But one thing I just really like about them is that inside of here, most of these seams are sealed. So on their own, this pack is pretty close to waterproof. It's not absolutely waterproof, but it's really close on its own. So it kind of doubles as a semi-dry bag. But if you combine it with these little stuff sacks they make, so they make these little stuff sacks that again are possibly light. I mean, ounces. You know, you can shove your gear, and I've done this before. I've shoved my sleeping bag into these little stuff sacks that they make, and they're just like little dry bags, and they kind of have closures. And so if you close them down, right, and then you put these inside the pack, it is, I'm going to call it 98.5% waterproof. The combination of things stuffed inside these packs, I will put my sleeping bag in this, in the cold, and feel comfortable with my boat wraps that it's going to stay dry. That's how much I trust it. Now, it's not 100% waterproof, but it's really close. So this is what we're starting to use on our Chetco trips because it's so light. And we organize, there's different pods they make, there's different size things like this they make. They kind of go in the packs to help organize it really nicely. It's a really nice design, and they kind of have every part thought out. So, they're really nice packs. They're all made in the USA, which is something I personally appreciate in the kind of gear that I like to buy. Their website is beautifully done with great media, and they have really nice ambassadors. They've chosen nice people to represent them. And so I'd highly suggest checking out Hyperlite. I've done a lot of these videos about Hyperlite stuff, but I'm particularly enamored by what they have. So, yeah, if you've used these packs, I'd love to hear any thoughts you have, if you agree or disagree. I'm pretty sure you're going to agree about them. If you have any questions, please add a comment down in the comment section below. And yeah, thanks for joining me.